Hello and welcome to the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Jenny and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Virginia. That's strivescan.com/Virginia. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Full Sail University.
Thank you, Jenny. And hi, everyone. Hope you're having a good Sunday. So my name is Emily Miller. I'm here today to talk to you about Full Sail University. And if you have not heard of us before, we are an entertainment, art, media, and technology university. And we're located down in Winter Park, Florida, which is kind of really close to Orlando. We're very close to the theme parks. So I am going to start off by showing you a quick video. It'll show you more of our campus and go into a little detail about what we do. And then I'll go into more detail and tell you more about our school. So here we go. So you can see at the end of that, it said, if you are serious about your dream, we'll take your dream seriously. That is our motto at Full Sail. It's what we're all about. Everything we do is about creativity and pursuing those creative dreams. So if you're somebody who is interested in pursuing an entertainment degree, these are the programs that we have to offer, the degree areas rather. And for you to choose Full Sail, we're going to do everything that we can to help you make those dreams a reality. So right now we do have over 50 degree programs to choose from. They do fall into one of these areas you see on the screen. So if you see one of these and it really pops out to you and you say, hey, I'm really interested in art, or I'm really interested in technology, just put a message in the Q&A and I can send you links to those specific areas so you can see the programs that we do offer. But with any degree program at Full Sail, it's a little bit different than you may be used to at a more traditional university. So I'm going to go through these really quickly. If you have questions, let me know. But the first big difference is that all of our programs are accelerated. They take roughly half the time of a traditional university. So for a full bachelor's degree, for an on-campus student, it's going to take about 20 months, start to finish, full degree. And then for an online program, it'll take closer to 29 months to complete. But either way, right around the 2-year mark. The next thing is we have a rolling admissions, so you can apply throughout the year, but we also have a rolling start date. So we actually start a new class of students every single month throughout the year. That's really convenient because whenever you're ready to start, you don't have to wait for that traditional August start. You can just start whenever you're ready. The next one is that we have a big initiative for our graduates where we invite them to come back and retake courses in their field after they graduate. This is always completely free for the rest of their lives. And it's really important because technology changes so rapidly. We need our graduates to be able to stay on top of this technology so they can be relevant and remain employable in their industries. And lastly, again, with the careers, we have a big focus on career development. We want our graduates to know not only how to do their career well, but also we want them to feel comfortable with the job application process. So we have each student complete portfolio projects. That way they have work they can show off when they're applying for jobs. And they also complete 7 career modules. These are short classes in areas like resume writing, interview skills, networking, just so they do feel more comfortable with that job application process. And we've had our graduates work on some cool projects through the years. Just this past summer, we had several that were credited on the big blockbuster movies, including the new Suicide Squad movie, the new Space Jam, Jungle Cruise, Black Widow. There were a lot of remakes this summer, but that's a whole different point. We also had graduates that have won some big awards. So in the past year, we had several that won Academy Awards, Grammy Awards, and then also Game Awards. And if awards don't interest you so much, these are just a couple of the many companies that our graduates are employed with at the current time. So some of our students want to go on to work for big companies, right? Like Blizzard or Disney. Others want to work for a much smaller, maybe an indie company. And other students still want to be entrepreneurs and start their own company. So just know that no matter which direction you would like to take it, we've had graduates go in all directions, and the world is really your oyster. I am going to skip over this. I do want to quickly highlight one thing. We do have an esports team at Full Sail. It's about 3 or 4 years old now. It's our Armada esports team. We compete in 10 games right now, including Rainbow Six Siege, League of Legends, and Super Smash Brothers. Another big one is Call of Duty. So if you're a gamer and you're interested in pursuing esports at the collegiate level, definitely check out our Armada team. We compete on our campus in the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress, which right now is the largest collegiate esports arena in the United States. So if this brief introduction to Full Sail sounds good to you, if you are interested in pursuing an entertainment degree and then career, and you're interested in either doing an online program or going down to Winter Park, Florida, definitely reach out in the Q&A. A couple of just quick resources. We do have a scholarship guide on our website. I encourage you to check out, apply to as many as you qualify for. If you happen to be someone who's interested in a tech degree, you can see our technology degrees listed, a few of them here. We have information technology, computer science, we have mobile development, things like that. We do have 2 full tuition scholarships right now for seniors and juniors to apply for. So check that out. We also have another scholarship here called Creative Minds, which I encourage you to check out as well. So I'll put my contact information in the chat. My email is right here. Again, feel free to reach out with any questions at any time. Thank you all for being here today. And Jenny, thank you so much for facilitating.
Thank you. A reminder to all of our participants to use that Q&A function to ask questions of our schools here at any time during the presentations. Up next, we have Nova Southeastern University.
Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for joining us today on this wonderful Sunday. My name is Julia Severance. I'm the representative for Nova Southeastern University, and I'm so excited to tell you a little bit more about our private research institution here in sunny South Florida. So we have a really unique academic timeline at NSU. We originally started off as a doctoral program. We then became a master's program and then opened up our doors at the undergraduate level. So although we have 20,000 students on our main campus here in Davie, Florida, only about 6,000 of them are undergrad students. So it can feel like a medium-sized university, but it's still really that small knit community here. We do have an average class size of 17, but I've seen it anywhere from 5 to 30, depending on the class that you're taking and the time that you are taking that class. We also have a really great system set up for students. One of them is your academic and career coach. So not only are they going to be helping you with picking your classes for all 4 years, but they're also going to be helping you with internships, research opportunities, and really anything that you want to or need assistance in when thinking about career or academics here at NSU or in the South Florida area. We do have a really great diverse population. So all of our states are represented on our campus, as well as over 115 different countries. And since we are a private research institution, we have a lot going on in the research field. We do have over 150 different research projects and a dedicated research facility on our main campus here as well. We are highly ranked not only on the WSJ, but also the US News, and we continue to rise up those ranks every year. So we do have a really great diverse areas of study for our students as well. So we do have 50 different undergraduate degree programs that students can do. We do have majors, minors, concentrations, and tracks that are offered for students to really diversify their academics here. The ones that you see on the screen are our biggest departments here at NSU. So definitely feel free to do your own research and start looking at all of those that we offer, as well as all the descriptions that come with them. One thing that you will be required to do as an undergrad student is receiving Excel units. So you are required 6. However, a lot of our seniors that are leaving us have way more than 6, closer to 12. They're extremely easy to get, but we really set these in place so that students can have a very great resume leaving our doors as an undergrad student, but also feel prepared in going into any job interview or really any career that they want to start, whether that be in the South Florida area or again, across the world. So you can get them a lot of ways. One of them is internships. We do have over 1,000 different internships every year. I've seen internships in education, business, law. So again, really a lot to do here. We also have travel study or study abroad programs that you can also earn Excel units for. They range in time. So for example, you can do a trip anywhere from 2 weeks all the way to a year long abroad. So again, a lot to offer for sure. We do have career development opportunities. A lot of times we'll do webinars and we'll also do seminars as well. We also offer one-on-one coaching, as mentioned earlier, and there are a lot of mentorship opportunities since we have a very large grad population. Lastly, research, of course, we in fact have an oceanographic center that's just 30 minutes south of our main campus where a lot of coral reef restoration is happening off of our intercoastal there. And students are also getting certified and doing outdoor classrooms as well. So really a lot to offer here at NSU. Another research project that's happening is we're actually transforming the EpiPen into the EpiPill. So really a lot to do here at NSU and a lot to get involved in. We do have 16 NCAA Division II teams here, both men's and women. We also offer over 130 different clubs and organization. Yes, Greek life. We even have hobby-based organizations, career-oriented, and really just a lot for sure. We also have a very high participation rate because our students find it very easy to get involved, but also if you can't get involved with something or if there's something that that's not on campus that you want to bring to life, you are more than welcome to do that. All it takes is 6 students and an advisor to oversee your club, and you are more than welcome to mark or make your stamp here at NSU. So we were also just recently top 100 of best college campuses in America on niche.com. And I like to think that is because of our beautiful location here in sunny South Florida. So just to give you a little bit of context, we are about 15 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale Beach, 1 hour away from the Florida Keys, and 3 hours away from the happiest place or the second happiest place on the planet, NSU being the first, of course, and Disney being the second. You know, since we're in South Florida, our average temperature is 77, but if you're from here, you know, that's just a little bit on the colder side for us. And then we also do a lot of community service here. Our students will give any excuse to go to the beach. So we have quite a few beach cleanups throughout the year, and then just a lot more too for community service. So that pretty much concludes my presentation. There is all of our social media contacts. Definitely feel free to follow us and message us on social media if you do have any questions past today. I've also left our main line on the screen for you guys. So if you do have questions, feel free to call us as well. Also, we have the hashtags where we feature students on our story, and I will also drop my information in the chat. But other than that, thank you so much.
Thank you. Up next, we have Spelman College.
Thank you. Okay, so good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Latrina Fisher, and I serve as the Associate Director of Admission for Spelman College, as well as the Territory Manager for students in high school in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So a little bit about Spelman. We are a historically Black college and global leader in the education of women of African descent. And we're recognized among the nation's top liberal arts colleges by US News and World Report, and as the #1 HBCU in the nation for now 15 years consecutively. We're located in the heart of Atlanta and 5 minutes from downtown. If you know a little bit about Atlanta, we're a city filled with a Southern charm, a rich history, a vibrant arts and culture scene, and we have a large international business footprint. We're home to about 16 Fortune 500 companies and the busiest airport in the world. Spelman is a member of the Atlanta University Center Consortium, or what we call the AUC, which is the world's oldest and largest association of historically Black colleges and universities. The institutions that make up the AUC are Spelman College, Morehouse College, and Clark Atlanta University, as well as Morehouse School of Medicine. Our student body is comprised of about 21 to 2,200 students from 42 states and 18 foreign countries. But when you take into consideration the total AUC's population, Spelman students are surrounded by approximately 10,000 students. Excuse me, my screen jumped. So while outside of Spelman's gates, you have about 10,000 students. Inside our gates, students enjoy an 11-to-1 student faculty ratio and an average class size of 23. And this is where our students study and learn, and their ideal environments to cultivate great academic relationships between our faculty and their peers. We offer about 34 different majors and minors, including dual degree programs in nursing and engineering. We also have many more avenues of study through what is called the Atlanta Regional Council for Higher Education, or the ARCH program. 20 public and private colleges and universities comprise this membership, and our students, faculty, and staff are able to take advantage of cooperative programs such as library sharing and cross-registration for courses. So as a Spelman student, you can attend the other institutions in the AUC for free, thus expanding your network and reach within your campus community. We offer majors inside the arts, humanities, mathematics, and the sciences. Our top programs include biology, economics, English, political science, and psychology. We also have a department of art where we offer majors in documentary filmmaking, photography, dancing, choreography, as well as minors in art history and curatorial studies. At Spelman, we take a holistic approach to admissions. And so with that, we are taking into consideration the student's academic record when reviewing applications, and our review focuses on the school the student has attended, the courses you've taken, the rigor, and as well as your extracurricular activities, community service, and employment and history, and as well as personal interest and demonstrated leadership. All of these things are weighted in your decision. This year, we are test optional, so students can choose whether or not to submit test scores to complete their application. We do not have a minimum GPA or test score requirement, but we do have an admissions profile, which is set by the previous admitted student class. So this year's profile is about a 3.83 weighted GPA and about a 12.03 SAT score. We do super score, so you can submit multiple tests to make your best score, or again, with test optional, you don't have to do that. Each year, our application opens on August 1st. We have 3 deadlines: the early decision deadline, which is November 1st, and that has passed. Our next deadline coming up is early action, which is November 15th, and regular decision is February 1st. We encourage students to apply to the deadline where you can show your best self and submit the most competitive documents for admission. And the only place you can complete the application is on the Common Application. And the screen here shows what you need to complete that application: an essay, application fee, letters of rec, high school transcript, and scores if you choose to. This is the team here. There are numerous opportunities to engage with the Office of Admissions virtually through social media, as well as in person through campus visits. We encourage our prospective students to build a relationship with their assigned admissions counselor. So I am your girl. If you are from Virginia, DC, or Maryland, my information is on the screen there. So feel free to take it down and shoot me an email with any questions, or if you just like to simply connect. We're also on all the social media platforms, and this is just a great opportunity for you to see what it is like to be a student at Spelman, as our students, for the most part, are the ones managing the sites and the content that you see. So feel free to follow us and connect with us there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And a reminder to all of our participants to use that Q&A function to ask questions of our schools here at any time. Up next, we have Lincoln Memorial University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Roxanne Hensey. I'm from Lincoln Memorial University. I am an undergraduate. Full view, there we go. So this is an aerial shot of our campus. We are located in the Appalachian Mountain region. So our area itself is a pretty rural area, but I'll show you in a few minutes a map. We are pretty centrally located to some places that people are interested to go around us. Given our location and the fact that the Tennessee State Police Department is on our campus, we were voted safest campus in America in 2019. So we are pretty proud of that statistic. We are also SACS, COC Level 6 accredited, and over 90% of our students do receive some kind of financial aid. As a student there myself, I'm actually a graduate and now I work at LMU, so I can attest to the financial aid services and also it being a great place to go and work. Here's some just quick facts about us. We are a private university in the state of Tennessee. So that does mean that our tuition is the same whether you live in state or out of state. I am the Virginia counselor, and that's a question that a lot of Virginia students have. I'm from Virginia myself, so we do accept any kind of state aid or federal aid that you would get. And then we also have external scholarships that you can apply for. So at the end of the day, it is a pretty affordable place to get your education. This is just the average GPA, a 3.49. We do accept a 3.2 and a 19 on the ACT. So here's the map I was telling you about. So we are the star on the map. We're in Harrogate, nobody knows where that is, but it is right on, pretty much right at the Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee line. So we do have 6 undergraduate schools, including nursing, math and science, education, arts, humanities, and social sciences, what I graduated from. So we have a lot of different things to choose from on our campus. Really, our campus itself is over 1,000 acres, but our enrollment is about 4,800. So we do have a 14-to-1 student faculty ratio, which keeps the education pretty, personal. Your professors, they know you, which was always important to me. It was more like a, kind of like, not to say like a high school class, but it is, you do know the people that are in your class a little bit better than classes that are usually like 100, 200. So this is a new program that we have implemented because we do offer several professional programs at our campus. That's kind of what sets us apart. We do have a full med school, vet school, and a law school. So we do offer pathways for those on our campus. The GPA program, in a nutshell, is just basically a program that you can get in your undergrad, and if you stay within the requirements, you're guaranteed a spot in professional school. So a lot of people that are, already know that they're going to be in a professional program are really interested in this, and it is a really good program to be in if that's what you're looking for. So this just talks a little bit more about the educational pathways that we offer. We do have a PA program. You would just do the undergrad pre-med or pre-health. And we also have computer science, which is going to be integrated into our new engineering program. So if you're interested in cybersecurity and things like that, that would be for you. Our nursing program is probably our largest undergraduate program because we do have multiple campuses. Our main campus in Harrogate is obviously one of them. We also have a Knoxville location, some in Kentucky, and we also have a location in Florida. So we're kind of all over the map with the nursing program. We try to make it pretty accessible for students wherever you're located. We also have medical and health services manager as part of the School of Business. So if you're wanting to do that alongside with your medical degree, like owning your own practice, that would be a pathway that you could choose. This talks about our med school. We have one on our main campus and one in Knoxville. We have DO, we have optometry, dentistry, physical therapy, occupational therapy, concentrations and surgery. So we have a lot of different medical degrees. This is just talking about, this is open in 2022. I just mentioned dentistry and optometry. We'll also have dental hygiene for those that don't want to go all the way through med school. This is a little bit about our student life. We have a Chick-fil-A on campus, Starbucks. That's part of our student center. We are NCAA Division II, and we have 25 athletic teams. We recently added men's and women's wrestling and women's field hockey. We also have a basketball team. That's pretty much what we're known for, is our basketball team. But we do offer a lot of different sports on our campus. 30 plus application-based, academic-based, and interest-based clubs and organizations. And if we don't have it, then you can also start it yourself. So we have pathways to do that. Here's a little bit about what we offer. I know I'm starting to get close to my time, but I'll try to get through it quickly. I do want to touch on the, I do want to touch on our career services. I think it might be on the next page. They actually help you get into internships, externships, and things like that. And they actually helped me get the job I'm in now because I was in contact with them throughout my undergraduate career. So it's on this page. And they also do mock interviews. We also offer merit-based scholarships out of our office, and based on ACT and GPA, you're allotted a number. Scholarships and grants, those are found on our website as well. Our application is free online, and we do Common App, no essay requirement, and we are test optional for this fall. So here's some ways to get connected with us, and then my contact information. It's not on there. It's on our admissions website. I am the Virginia counselor, so you can get in contact with me that way. Thank you for having me. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A reminder to our participants to use that Q&A function to ask questions of our institutions here during the presentations. Up next, we have the University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Hi, thank you so much. So I'm Casey from UAB, and I am the representative for all students in Virginia. So just to jump right in to tell you a little bit about UAB, we're a larger mid-sized university. So we have about 14,000 undergraduate students, and about 30% of those students are from out of state. So you certainly wouldn't be alone. One thing we're really proud of at UAB is our campus diversity. We've been recognized as a diversity champion for the past few years. About 45% of our students are students of color. We've also been recognized as one of the most friendly campuses for LGBTQIA students. And that is certainly a real value on our campus, is creating a very inclusive community. What we tend to really be known for are STEM programs, and particularly in medicine and healthcare. So you'll see there, we are a top tier research institution. We're ranked 15th in research funding across all public institutions, and then 20th in funding from the NIH, which is the National Institute of Health. You'll see that we are known as the Medical College of Alabama. And I think one of the greatest benefits that we offer is that there are 7 hospitals within our campus boundaries. One of those is the National Children's Hospital of Alabama, as well as 5 UAB hospitals. So when you're thinking about getting hands-on experience, if you're interested, even on the business side of healthcare, UAB is an excellent place to be able to have those internships and shadowing and research experiences literally right on campus. It's hard to talk about UAB without talking about Birmingham. We are located in the heart of downtown Birmingham. And so this is a view of the city. It's the largest city in Alabama. So we are a little bit of a larger kind of urban campus, just to show you a peek of campus. But then we also very much have that kind of college campus vibe. This is our major campus green. So the undergraduate campus is 19 city blocks. It's all condensed UAB. You easily can walk across campus in about 15 minutes. All of our freshmen live on campus, so you're absolutely going to get that kind of on-campus college experience. So I want to just briefly hit on some of our academic programs. You'll see here that we have got 7 colleges and schools on our campus, the largest of those being the College of Arts and Sciences. That is going to include 32 majors, but there's 6 that I really want to highlight here for you guys that are part of our Joint School of Medicine programs. So if you're interested in going to med school or pursuing a professional degree in healthcare, these are awesome majors because they are partially taught by our medical school faculty, which means you're already getting like a lot of hands-on experience with folks who are already teaching in a med school, and they're pretty cool. So bioinformatics, cancer biology, that's the only undergraduate cancer biology in the country. Genetics and genomic sciences, immunology, also pretty rare, biomedical engineering, and neuroscience. There are only 35 biomedical engineering programs in the country, and that's probably one of our strongest. Along the kind of healthcare realm of things, our School of Nursing is ranked 10th in the country, and there is a pathway for direct admittance. So that way you would know for sure whether you'd been admitted to the School of Nursing as a senior in high school. Our School of Education is incredibly strong. 9 out of the last 10 state teachers of the year in Alabama were all UAB grads. School of Engineering has multiple disciplines. School of Health Professions is also going to include our biomedical sciences degree, as well as a healthcare administration program. And then School of Public Health, which has certainly gotten much more popular in the past year and a half, as folks are learning more about what public health is and really what that means. So if you're kind of interested or you want to figure out what we have 120 majors. So you can find those all here at uab.edu/degrees. If you just go there and search what you're interested in, it'll pull up every major that we have that's kind of related to that. Want to touch on our student life a little bit. So we are a Division I athletics program. So we offer 17 sports if that's something you're interested in looking at. But we also have intramurals, club sports. We have 300 student organizations. So there's truly something for everyone. We offer Greek life on our campus. We also have an excellent study abroad program. And then just in general, lots of music, acting programs. So even though we've got that kind of heavy science focus on our campus, there's certainly programs across the board for other students. If you're interested in applying to UAB, it is a pretty simple application process. We have our own application on our website, but we also accept the Common App, and we don't have a preference, whatever works best for you. You don't have to write an essay, and you don't have to have letters of recommendation. So you're going to complete that application, a $40 application fee, and then we have to have your official high school transcript. And then this year, we're not positive about those of you who may be juniors, but for this year at least, we are test optional. So what that means is that you make the choice whether or not you want to submit an ACT or SAT score. If you do not submit a test score, we are really going to look at your GPA and then the courses that you have taken in high school. If you need any kind of help with like, what does this mean? Can I kind of understand test optional? Please feel free to reach out to me. I would be happy to give you some guidance on that. And then, of course, I want to talk about scholarships. We offer merit-based scholarships for incoming freshmen that go from $6,000 to $20,000 a year. And then there are plenty of other departmental scholarships you can add on that. I've listed some of those here: the College Board National Recognition Programs, our National Merit Finalists. And then if you're in an IB program, that's a scholarship that you can all stack on top of that merit. So certainly not out of the realm to be able to go out of state. If you're interested in getting more information, uab.edu/visit is our visit website, and then there is my contact info. So please reach out if there's any way that we can help. And thanks so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, we have the University of South Florida.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Chirac, and I am your admissions advisor for the University of South Florida. Today, I just want to provide you with an overview of the university and our application process. So we are a large metropolitan university located in the greater Tampa Bay area of the state of Florida. We are one university geographically distributed. So we are one USF with 3 different campus options for you. We have our USF Tampa campus, our USF St. Petersburg campus, and our USF Sarasota Manatee campus. In total, we are quite large. We have over 50,000 students at USF. And our undergraduate population is a little over 38,000. That said, as large as we are, Our student to faculty ratio across our 3 campuses is 21:1, and our average class size is 33. Our students come from all over. We have students from all 50 states and over 140 different countries. We are a diverse university as well. About 42% of our student body come from diverse backgrounds. What I love about USF is that you have a lot of opportunity for a wealth of experiences because we are in such a large metropolitan area. So whether it is, personal enrichment, getting out and enjoying the warm Florida sunshine by exploring our parks, our bays, our river walk, some of the country's most beautiful beaches are located right in our backyard. Theme parks like Busch Gardens are in our area. Or if you're interested in our cultural institutions, our museums, art galleries, historic areas, performing arts centers, there's so much going on. You never have to be bored. But it's also a really great area for work experience. So if you are interested in internships and jobs while you are in school at USF, to help prepare you for life after graduation, you certainly have a wealth of opportunity there with some major businesses, companies, and organizations making their headquarters, whether it's their headquarters being in Tampa or having offices within our area. So there's a lot of opportunity for you. Our students are also very active on our campuses as well. So we have over 1,000 student organizations, and we host over 1,000 campus events each year. We are a Division I athletics program. The Bull Pride is very strong. We've got 17 sports underneath the American Athletics Conference, but we also have club sports and intramurals as well. On the academic side, we've got over 200 different majors and concentrations for you to choose from. An outstanding honors college called the Judy Genshaft Honors College. We are a Tier 1 research university, so we do provide those opportunities for you as well. You can begin your freshman year, and if research is something that you are interested in, we have opportunities for you. Study abroad is also quite popular, and we hope to have those programs back up and running shortly. For students, they tend to range from 1 week to an entire year, so you have quite a bit of options in terms of what you want to study and for how long and where. And as I mentioned, we do have access to great internships opportunities, whether it's locally in the Tampa Bay area, or if you're interested in internships throughout the country or abroad as well. Our campuses at Tampa and St. Petersburg do offer campus housing to our students. Freshmen are not required to live on campus. We do allow that choice to be yours, so it's not mandated, but we do highly encourage it. There's a lot of opportunity in terms of different styles for you, and you're not limited to one certain type of housing as a freshman student. Just switching gears to our application process briefly. So we require 4 things for our application, our online application. You can use our application through our website, the Coalition application, or Common App. We do have a $30 application fee, but we accept waivers from ACT, College Board, NACAC, and if you're eligible for a Common App waiver as well. We do require your transcripts to be sent directly from your high school to USF, and we also require your test scores. So ACT or SAT, that's up to you, but we do need those sent directly from ACT or College Board. The other piece of information on this slide is our middle 50% academic profile for our admitted freshmen from fall and summer of 2021. Some deadlines I want you to keep in mind for our seniors. December 1st is our priority application completion deadline. This is really your best chance for admission, but also campus selection, as we do have 3. It's not the end all be all for deadlines, but it is the one that I advocate for. So seniors try to make that deadline. If anything, we are a rolling admissions university, but if anything, please make sure that you're completing your application no later than January 15th. That is the next biggest deadline in terms of the Office of Admissions, because we do have some scholarship opportunities for you. We'll automatically consider you for these scholarships, but you got to complete your application by January 15th. So please make sure that you are doing that. So there's no separate application process. We will automatically consider you for those, provided you have a complete file with us. So now that I mentioned scholarships, I do just want to switch gears to our cost of attendance here. So cost of attendance is located right here. This is based off of our average cost for full-time tuition and fees for the year, room and board, books and supplies, and then those other miscellaneous costs, whether it's travel to and from, visiting family, entertainment costs, things like that. So for our non-Florida residents, it's just north of $35,000 for the year. So we are a best value school. And then finally, just want to throw up my contact information. Again, my name's Melissa. Thank you for joining us today. I will throw up my contact information in the chat as well. But thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much to all of our institutions here today. I've learned so much. We have a little bit of time for some Q&A, so I'll invite everyone back on screen at this point, and I'll get going with that. So I'll put our first question up here, and that is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So you can share your little nuggets of wisdom with our participants here today. We'll go in the same order and start with Full Sail.
So for someone going through the college search process, there's definitely a lot to do. Just so much to keep track of. So I would keep some sort of either notebook or Excel document or some sort of way to keep track of deadlines, which schools you've reached out to, just where you are in the process for each school that you're applying to. That way you make sure that you don't miss anything.
Yeah, definitely adding to Emily's point, I think also just having great research to back up and fill that notebook is super important, and also just gives you a big picture of what you're signing up for. Also gives you, just helps you through the admissions process and helps that transition into college.
I'd like to offer just a start, if you haven't already, start looking for scholarships and funding to help you close any gaps to meet your tuition. Many institutions stack scholarships, so find out and ask your admissions counselors at the different schools you're applying to what their policy is on accepting outside scholarships and mixing those with maybe institutional monies, just to see where you can maximize the awards that you've earned.
I think my advice would be, particularly right now, there's so much virtually. Obviously, we're on this virtual platform. So online tours, information sessions. I mean, the majority of our universities are doing so much more that's accessible for you right now. So don't assume, that like, oh, well, I can only be a biology major at this school. Like, go to an information session. I promise you will learn things that you cannot just gain from looking at the website.
My advice probably would be to make an email specifically for college admissions. A lot of people get their emails kind of in the influx of either promotional emails or whatever it may be. So maybe creating one just for college applications so you don't lose emails that you may receive back from admissions counselors if you do have questions. Also, if it's a university that you're looking at, and they do offer in-person tours of their campus, go and see it in person so you get a feel for it before you make a decision.
Sorry, it took me a minute to unmute. Melissa with USF here. I think the biggest advice I would have is definitely reach out to your admissions counselors, especially at all the schools that you're interested at. There's so many great schools, and everyone does things a little bit different. Everything we all offer, so many different things, and so trying to keep organized can sometimes be a little bit of a blur, especially if you're applying to multiple schools. So make sure that you are keeping on track with everything so that you're not missing a beat, but also that you're getting everything that you need to out of your admissions counselors. That was one thing that I didn't know so much about when I was going through this process. And, now that I do what I do, I probably would have been a little less stressed had I known I had, people that I could talk to and make sure I was good to go.
Absolutely. I'll just echo that reach out to all the lovely people on the screen. They're here to help you. That's their jobs. So definitely echo that, and all the rest of the advice is all fantastic advice. Thank you so much for all of our institutions for sharing that with us today and sharing more about your schools. And thank you so much for joining us today. That will conclude today's session. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. However, we encourage you to check back to the schedule to sign up for more sessions that are happening right after this one. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. So if you want to hear that advice over again, you can find this recording at strivescan.com/Virginia. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of your day.